When you sip on a glass of Garry Oaks award-winning Pinot Gris, you will taste bright, fruity notes.
The idea is to bring out all the beautiful flavors from the fruit.
And the flavor lingers, even after that first sip.
It has something to say all the way through, and even after you swallow it.
And it's not just the flavor that's talking, it's the story behind the wine that makes a visit to this Salt Spring Island vineyard so delicious. And it all began 15 years ago.
We realized we didn't want to go back to our corporate lives.
Elaine was an economist working in international trade, and her husband Marcel worked abroad in business development.
We said, no, something's got to change. We didn't know what, though, so we were in a state of kind of openness. And about half a year later, Marcel was in Guatemala, and I happened to be in a situation where I heard about people starting to grow grapes on the islands, and I thought, oh, that's kind of cool. So I sent him an email. I said, what do you think of a vineyard? And, you know, maybe somewhere like Salt Spring. And 3 months later, we'd actually found this place, and we had never been here before that.
And so they packed up, moved to Salt Spring, and started a vineyard. And even though they had much to learn, somehow everything just came together. Elaine believes it was as if their love of food and wine manifested this opportunity for them to reinvent themselves.
You have to kind of open yourself up to the universe, and you never know what's going to drop into your lap, and or what idea you'll get.
The story doesn't end there. Elaine thought she would help with the vineyard, hire a winemaker, and she'd use her spare time to write. But that's not what happened.
I better learn something. Someone's going to have to talk to the winemaker. So I took a course in a number of courses in any event, and the upshot was there was no winemaker, it was me. First thing you got to do is give it a smell.
And as Elaine entered this male-dominated industry, she not only wowed the critics with her skills, but she fell in love with winemaking.
It's a miracle to me. To go from a grape to a bottle of wine, to me, is just tremendous. To be part of that process, bringing it to life and having people enjoy it. I think that's what makes it the most fun. It's you're making something people love.
And the secret to Elaine's winemaking success? Her lifelong love of the culinary arts.
It was actually cooking that helped me understand and appreciate winemaking, and it's improved my cooking. You get a feel for tastes and smells. I mean, that's what winemaking is all about.
And remember Elaine's original idea to come to Salt Spring to write? Well, this economist turned dreamer turned winemaker is now a published author.
Spoiler alert, there is a vineyard in it, and it is about a woman's kind of journey. It's a little bit different than mine. No one died creating this vineyard, but it is a mystery. So, and you know, eventually, here and there, an hour here and there, an awful lot on the ferry, a nice quiet time on the ferry. It got finished and it got published, and there it is. So yeah, it was a tremendous amount of fun.
So when you're enjoying a tasting in the Garry Oaks wine room, take the time to lean in and listen to some of the fun and serendipitous adventures of the winemaker. I promise you, it will make the flavors a whole lot richer. From Salt Spring Island, I'm Elgersma. That is dang fine wine.